what's up guys? Houston here out in San Diego and just relaxing out at the beach. I am at, what is this called? What is this called? The Belmont. And so it's like a amusement park and stuff like that, you know. So I'm out here and I just thought I'll just relax and talk to you guys. Let's talk about which banks, if you have high inquiries, right? If you have high inquiries on the credit file, remember I always tell you guys that when you have high inquiries, sometimes like a lot of your major banks and stuff, they may not want to extend credit to you. They may not want to give you like credit cards and stuff. But I do have a list of places that you can check out. First one is BMO, right? So with BMO, I always talk about them. I really like them, and the reason I like them is because BMO, not only will they tolerate high inquiries. Now, in terms of your debt to income ratio, they still are kind of flimsy on that, because I think if you go above a 55-60% debt to income ratio, then they may not give you a credit card, right? But BMO, the reason I like them is because they offer a Vantage credit card, okay? So what that means, a Vantage 4 is what they use to pull. So they use TransUnion Vantage 4. And so many of you all know that I like the low-hanging fruit financial institutions because it's much easier to work with them, especially like if you have authorized users and rental payments that help prop up the credit score. So BMO would probably be one of your better ones to go. Then you have PNC, right? So with PNC, the thing about it is they're Experian FICO 9, and that's another low-hanging fruit, right? And so that's a good one. You also have, and check this out, you have GM, right? So with GM, it's through Goldman Sachs. And so since it's through Goldman Sachs, what that means is that they use TransUnion. They use TransUnion FICO 9. And so since they use TransUnion FICO 9, that means that you're able to do the TransUnion hack with them. That way, when you apply for this GM card with them, you don't get the hard pull on your credit file, okay? As well as, since Goldman Sachs is with the Apple Card as well, you can avoid that hard pull as well using the TransUnion hack for that as well, okay? So those are two cards, and again, in reference to having high inquiries, those are two cards that you may be able to get away with high inquiries. Now, what do I mean by high inquiries? Usually I tell you, if you have more than 6 to 8 hard inquiries on the credit file, this is what I mean by that. Is that if you go beyond that, a lot of lenders will turn you down. Now with some lenders, they want you to have 6 inquiries per 6 months. So that means they want you to have a hard inquiry like every 6 months, right? That's how they look at it. So those would be like Bank of America and Chase Bank. But that's the reason we're not trying to get those type of credit cards. We're trying to go with the banks that actually will allow us, even if we have higher inquiries, okay? Then you have, and this is interesting, sometimes Navy Federal will overlook those high inquiries as well, because you know with Navy Federal it's all about the relationship. So you being a 550, 580 credit score, we know that they are willing to be flexible enough to give us a credit card and stuff like that. You guys mind if I show you what I'm looking at? How about this? So this is what I'm looking at, right? So I'm looking out at the ocean, so that way you guys can see as well. Looking at the people on the beach. You can see that there's a ship that's way out there, whatever you. And that ship been floating out there. It may be a yacht, but I thought it was a ship because it was out there, then it disappeared, and now it's coming back. So it may just be a very big yacht. And I got some other videos where I took pictures of a lot of yachts and stuff like that, that you can check in the other videos as well. Now, Synovus Bank, interesting enough, Synovus Bank may be flexible enough to give you a credit card or a loan even if you have high inquiries on the file. So Synovus Bank may be one as well. Let's see what the lifeguard is doing down there. Let's see what's going on here. So, like I said, even though you have high inquiries and bad credit, like I said, for as loans, I always tell you guys that you have to probably consider like tribal lenders. Those are probably going to be your most flexible lenders when it comes to having a high debt to income ratio and having bad credit. So then tribal lenders, you're probably looking at like Credit Cube, and they offer loans up to $5,000. But the thing about it with tribal lenders, please understand, they have different regulations than the regular bank. So their interest rates is much higher, okay? So that's the only thing about it, as well as they're not in all 50 states. You also have Max Personal Loans. They offer up to $25,000. Again, not in all 50 states, but a tribal lender that's flexible enough to where you may be able to get a loan out of them as well if you need a loan. All right, so that's the thing about it, just trying to find the right lender to work with you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. I know a lot of people wonder why I'm always targeting people with bad credit. The thing about it is, if you have good credit, if you have a 680 or higher, then you're able to get 0% interest rate credit cards where you're not paying any interest on purchases and balance transfers, right? So your situation is not as dire than a person that has a 580 credit score or below, okay? So that's the reason there's more of those people than it is people that have good credit. That's just the reality of it. But at the same time, again, if you are a person with good credit, 680 or higher, then you definitely want to be looking at, maybe your bank don't want to work with you because you have a high debt to income ratio, but your third party lenders that you can look at, like Best Egg, right? So with Best Egg, they go up to $50,000 plus. You may have a car that has equity in it. Best Egg will actually give you a loan against the car, you know. So they have multiple options for you, especially when you have good credit. You can now they will work with people with bad credit with a high debt to income ratio as well, you know, but it's definitely an option. You have like Avant Loans. Avant Loans is another low-hanging fruit, and they offer the personal loans, but they also have a credit card as well. So if you have bad credit and you're trying to restart your credit or even jumpstart your credit, Avant, they have a credit card and they offer personal loans up to $35,000. And so, like I said, the credit cards, they start at $300. It's targeted toward people with bad credit, but at least it's a start for you to help rebuild your credit. So that's the thing about it. see what else is on the beach. It feels pretty nice out here today. I'm hoping to do some other things, but just being able to relax. I hear some music coming my way, so I won't get dinged by YouTube. I guess I have to start ending this video. Man, I wish I could show you guys. Let me see if I can bring this in. I want to show you this yacht. Let's see. It's not letting me. Sorry about that. But I was hoping to bring this in so I can get a better shot of the yacht. I have another camera that would have been all the way over there, but this isn't the one. But nonetheless, I appreciate you guys supporting me and hanging out with me. If you guys have any questions about business credit, personal credit funding, make sure that you put a comment below. Let me know. All right. See you in the next video.